for WNBA rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. She broke the league's record with 19 assists. Again, that is not a rookie record. 19 assists, the most in a WNBA game ever. This coming in an 8-point loss by the Fever to the Wings last night.
Caitlin Clark set a franchise rookie record for assists in a single season as the Indiana Fever defeated Diana Taurasi and the Phoenix Mercury 88-82 Sunday afternoon in Arizona.
It's not news that there can be a lot of drama in the sports industry, and this time it looks like things are heating up in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, the sensational rookie from the Indiana Fever, has just pulled off a move that left legends Diana Taurasi and Angel Reese absolutely stunned. In a game that had everyone on the edge of their seats, Caitlin showed not only her incredible skill, but also a secret move that changed the course of the match. But what exactly did Caitlin do that shocked two of the biggest names in the game? And how are fans reacting to this? Let's get into it.
It's said that the best point guards are more worried about their teammates than they are about themselves. And coming off that 19-assist game, you certainly play like that. What do you like more, setting your teammates up or scoring the ball yourself?
Caitlin Stark versus Diana Taurasi and Angel Reese. Before we go into the rivalry between these three incredible basketball players, we need to first explore their journeys and what exactly made them WNBA material. Caitlin Clark is a young basketball player who gained national attention during her college career at the University of Iowa. Born on January 22, 2002, she quickly became one of the most talked about players in college basketball due to her scoring ability and overall performance. She set numerous records and became the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer, a remarkable achievement for such a young athlete.
The University of Iowa guard Caitlin Clark, smashing records and captivating fans across the nation. And now she's ready to take her game to the next level.
Diana Taurasi, born on June 11, 1982, is a veteran player in the WNBA. She has been widely regarded as one of the greatest players in the history of women's basketball. Diana played college basketball at the University of Connecticut and then joined the WNBA in 2004, being drafted by the Phoenix Mercury. Over her career, she has won multiple championships and MVP awards, which have helped in establishing her as a legend in the sport.
The Phoenix Mercury's Diana Taurasi became the first player to score 10,000 career points.
Incredible. It just happened last night. And Channel 3's Astrid Martinez has more on the Stars' new milestone.
On the other hand, Angel Reese is another young and promising player, born on May 6, 2002. She played college basketball at the University of Maryland before being drafted by the Chicago Sky. Reese is known for her strong presence on the court and has been a key player for her team since joining the WNBA. The rivalry between these players and their teams began to take shape around 2023 and 2024, as Caitlin Clark transitioned from college basketball to the WNBA. Caitlin was drafted by the Indiana Fever in the 2024 WNBA draft.
Caitlin Clark Fever swept women's college basketball this season, and the Iowa Stars expected to be drafted by the Indiana Fever this Monday. The hype for this pick is giving the city a major economic boost.
Her entry into the league was highly anticipated due to her impressive college career. Throughout the early part of the 2024 WNBA season, Caitlin Clark quickly proved herself as one of the top newcomers. She consistently battled for the top spot in the CBS Sports WNBA rookie rankings, often competing against Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky. Despite the challenges, Caitlin's performance was outstanding, and she became one of the most watched rookies in the league. But is there some kind of rivalry between Caitlin and Angel? The answer is no. Although Angel is often in competition with Caitlin for rookie accolades and attention.
The race for the WNBA Rookie of the Year is essentially a two-player race as we get closer to the Olympic break. Caitlin Clark is the favorite, with Angel Reese having the next best odds.
The main rivalry is between Diana and Caitlin. So far in 2024, Angel and Caitlin are in healthy competition for rookie awards. For instance, recently, Indiana Fever has struggled with a record that included losing 8 of their first 10 games. Despite this, Caitlin's individual performance was impressive, averaging 16.3 points, 6.6 assists, and 5.4 rebounds through her first 18 games.
In her first month in the WNBA, Iowa native Caitlin Clark has been named the league's Rookie of the Month. Clark has led all rookies in points and assists per game, along with 3-pointers made. Of course, it's been far from a perfect start.
On the other hand, Diana, at 42 years old, continued to be a big presence for the Phoenix Mercury, even though her team also faced challenges. Not too long ago, Caitlin Clark received a remarkable number of votes, coming in second only to A'ja Wilson, a two-time league MVP. Caitlin gained 26,420 votes, just slightly behind Wilson's 27,773 votes. This result was very huge for a rookie player like Caitlin and demonstrated her immense popularity and the support she had from fans. At first, everything seemed like regular sports rivalry. That was until recently. In April 2024, Diana made some comments about Caitlin's move from college to the WNBA. Diana pointed out that the transition is not easy and takes time to adjust. These comments were perceived by some as critical of Caitlin, but Diana, who has been through a similar journey herself, was merely stating a fact based on her own experience. On June 26, 2024, during a practice session with her team, the Phoenix Mercury, Diana was asked about her upcoming first matchup against Caitlin Clark. Her response was very blunt. "Yeah, it'll be fun." She then moved on to answer other questions. This brief and straightforward response became a topic of discussion among fans and the media. It showed Diana's no-nonsense attitude and competitive spirit. The high vote count for Caitlin Clark led to a wave of reactions on social media. Fans took to various platforms to express their opinions.
We are now joined by Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark, fresh off her first All-Star appearance in Phoenix. Caitlin, you grew up a huge fan of the league, of course.
And many of these reactions involved roasting Diana Taurasi. The context for this roasting can be traced back to Diana's comments. Fans who supported Caitlin Clark saw the All-Star voting results as a vindication of Caitlin's talent and popularity. They used this opportunity to mock Diana, suggesting that her earlier comments were unfounded. Social media was flooded with memes, jokes, and posts poking fun at Diana.
Caitlin Clark shares a laugh with rival Diana Taurasi on court, despite veterans' brutal reality comments, as fans joke that finally a player likes new superstar rookie.
Some fans created graphics comparing the vote counts of Caitlin and Diana, emphasizing the rookie's impressive showing. Others referenced Diana's age and long career, implying that the new generation of players, represented by Caitlin, was taking over the league. The media and fans were eager to see how Caitlin would fare against Diana. The anticipation was not just about the game itself, but also about the symbolic passing of the torch from a legendary player to a rising star. Diana's response, though brief, added to the intrigue surrounding the matchup. Diana has always been known for her competitive nature and straightforward demeanor. Her blunt response was in line with her personality. It showed that she was ready for the game and was not overly concerned about the hype. For Diana, every game is an opportunity to compete and give her best, regardless of the opponent. Caitlin, aware of the challenges she faced, took Diana's comments in stride. She knew that transitioning to the WNBA would not be easy, but she was determined to prove herself.
They couldn't handle her, so Diana Taurasi decided to provoke Caitlin Clark. But watch what happens next. Caitlin Clark has been making a massive impact in the WNBA. Despite being a rookie, she has shown remarkable composure and determination in the face of aggressive challenges and negative comments from WNBA superstars and youngsters.
Caitlin's focus was on improving her game and helping her team. Her performance in the early part of the season showed that she was capable of handling the pressure. Now, how exactly did Caitlin play in the next match, especially after Diana's comments? Let's find out. Caitlin's phenomenal performance. After the drama and fan-created rivalry between Diana and Caitlin, something incredible happened. Caitlin Clark faced off against Diana Taurasi, and it was a game everyone was eager to see. The matchup represented more than just a regular season game. It was a clash between a legend and a rookie, a test of skills and determination. When the game finally took place, it lived up to the expectations. Caitlin not only defeated Diana, but also set a new record and nearly achieved a triple-double.
Once again, Caitlin Clark did something incredible in the WNBA. In Sunday's game against the Phoenix Mercury, she nearly achieved a triple-double as a rookie, something that has never happened in the history of the league.
The Indiana Fever beat the Phoenix Mercury 88-82, but the score only tells part of the story. First, Caitlin Clark broke an incredible record by reaching 129 assists for the season, setting a new mark for a rookie in the Indiana Fever franchise. In this game alone, she had 12 assists, demonstrating her complete skill set as a player. Caitlin's ability to create plays for her teammates is special, and it's not just about the number of assists, but their quality. showcasing her excellent court vision and the ability to make passes that most players wouldn't even consider. Clark isn't just adapting to the WNBA, she's dominating it in her first season. This record is more proof that Caitlin Clark is here to make history, not just to participate. With more experience, there's no telling what she can achieve. In this game against the Mercury, she recorded 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists in 39 minutes, just missing a triple-double, which would have been historic.
New York traveled to Indiana to take on the Fever today, where history was made within the Fever's program, as well as the entire WNBA, by none other than rookie Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin stayed calm and focused throughout the game, even when playing against a legend like Diana. She wasn't intimidated and proved she's ready to compete at the highest level. Caitlin's performance wasn't just offensive, she also excelled on defense and controlled the game's pace, showing she could be the leader the Fever needs, even as a rookie. The game against Diana and the Mercury was a strong statement from Caitlin, showing she's here to dominate, not just learn. The Mercury started strong and led 49-38 at halftime, but the Fever didn't get discouraged. They exploded in the third quarter, scoring 29 points to the Mercury's 13, changing the game's course. Caitlin was central to this comeback, organizing the attack and making very big plays. The Fever kept the pressure on in the fourth quarter, scoring 21 points to the Mercury's 18. The final score was 88-82 for the Fever, an 11-point comeback that showed the team's amazing resilience.
The Fever are playing better basketball the last month, but they still haven't beaten a team with better than a 500 record. An opportunity to do it this afternoon in Phoenix. Caitlin Clark going up against Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner for the first time.
Caitlin mentioned in the post-game interview that the team always found a way to respond when the Mercury attacked. This comeback wasn't just about points. The Fever dominated in several key areas in the second half, like fast break points and bench points. This victory proves that the Fever, with Caitlin leading, can compete with any team in the league. They're not intimidated and don't give up, but they need to be more consistent. But things don't end there. Other Fever players also shone in this game and deserve recognition. Aaliyah Boston scored 17 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, and had 4 assists, showing why she's considered one of the best young players in the league. Kelsey Mitchell scored 16 points in just 21 minutes, and Caitlin praised her ability to make crucial baskets. Melissa Smith had a double-double with 12 points and 15 rebounds, which is very important in controlling the game's pace and giving the Fever more offensive opportunities. Tammy Fagbenley came off the bench and scored 10 points in just 13 minutes, showing the importance of contributions from reserves. It's exciting to see how Caitlin is fitting into the team and making her teammates shine. Her 12 assists helped many of the players mentioned, showing that she's not only a star, but also elevates the entire team's level. Caitlin mentioned in the post-game interview that the crowd was incredible and she was impressed with the energy. Wait, there's more. Despite the pressure of playing away against a legend like Diana in a packed arena, Caitlin kept her cool and led the team to victory.
The Footprint Center is a very hard place to play. You guys got the win. What was the mindset going into this one to get a dub?
I think we were just resilient. You know, when they punch us in the mouth, we always found a way to answer. I think people stepped up when their number was called and they were put into the game.
She talked about the team's resilience, saying they always found a way to respond when challenged, showing her strong mentality and leadership. Caitlin also praised her teammates, especially Kelsey Mitchell, by mentioning her steady performance and incredible shots. Even as a rookie, Caitlin shows maturity in handling pressure and valuing her teammates. She's not just playing well, she's becoming a true leader for the Fever.
Caitlin talks evolving leadership role with Fever and want to motivate them. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark is already embracing a leadership role within the team in her rookie season. I think as a point guard you have to be vocal, whether I want to or whether I don't want to. There's no choice there.
This game at the Footprint Center was more than a victory. It was a statement that the Fever can win anywhere against any opponent. Caitlin Clark is redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. She's already broken the Fever's assist record, almost had a triple-double, and beat Diana on her home court. Looking ahead, the Rookie of the Year award seems almost guaranteed for Caitlin after this game. The question now is how dominant she can be. Will she break all-time records for a rookie season? She came close to a triple-double during the match. Will we see the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history soon? The future of the Indiana Fever with Caitlin leading is exciting to consider. They're already beating strong teams on the road. Could we see the Fever in the playoffs this year or in the coming years? Maybe even the WNBA Finals. One thing is certain, every game with Caitlin is an opportunity to see history being made, and many fans can't wait to see what's next. What we're witnessing with Caitlin Clark is something truly special.
You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
There's always something exciting happening in the WNBA. And right now, the drama involves Diana Taurasi and Caitlin Clark. With Diana dealing with injuries, Caitlin was considered for her spot on Team USA. But it turns out that Caitlin isn't very interested in taking the offer. For basketball fans, this is huge news. Diana, a legendary player with multiple gold medals and championships, has been a key part of Team USA. Meanwhile, Caitlin, a rising star, known for her incredible skills and competitive spirit, was in the spotlight for this big decision. Why did Caitlin choose not to step in for Diana? What does this mean for the team and the upcoming Paris Olympics? Let's get into it. In the WNBA, Diana Taurasi is a very famous and skilled basketball player. Recently, she has been facing serious problems because of her injuries. This has become a big issue for her, her team, and her chances of playing in the Olympics. First, let's talk about what happened. Diana has two main injuries. One is in her back, and the other is in her left leg. These injuries have been causing her a lot of pain and trouble. She first started having problems on July 3rd. She was supposed to play a game with her team, the Phoenix Mercury, but she couldn't because her back was hurting too much. Even though she had this back pain, she tried to play another game on July 3rd. She managed to play for 30 minutes and helped her team win against Dallas. But after that game, things got worse. Her left leg started hurting badly. This new injury made it impossible for her to play in the next two games. She missed the game on July 7th against Los Angeles and the game on July 9th against Dallas. These injuries are very serious. The exact problem with her left leg is not completely clear. The team only said it was a left lower leg injury. This kind of vague description usually means they are still trying to understand what exactly is wrong, or it is something that affects different parts of her leg. Because of these injuries, the Phoenix Mercury announced that Diana would not play for the rest of the season. This is a big blow for the team. The Phoenix Mercury had hopes of making it to the playoffs and doing well, but without Diana, their chances have become much slimmer. Diana is not just any player. She is one of the best and most experienced players in the league. Her absence makes it much harder for the team to win important games. Now let's talk about what this means for Diana's career and her chance to play in the Olympics. Diana Taurasi is 42 years old. In basketball, that is quite old, especially for someone who has played as much and as hard as she has. Despite her age, Diana has been playing very well, showing that she can still compete at a high level. Many younger players look up to her because of her skill, experience, and leadership. She has been a key player for Team USA in the past and has helped the team win many gold medals in the Olympics. But these injuries put her ability to join the team for the upcoming Paris Olympics in question. The Paris Olympics, scheduled for July 2024, present a new opportunity for Team USA to compete at the highest level and to strive for another gold medal. Diana's participation in these games would be highly significant for several reasons. First, Diana's experience is a significant asset to the team. Her long career in basketball has provided her with a deep understanding of the game and the ability to handle high-pressure situations. She has played in numerous important games and has experience in international competitions. This knowledge and experience are invaluable for guiding younger players and providing leadership on the court. Her ability to make smart decisions and stay calm under pressure can help the team navigate difficult moments during the Olympics. Second, Diana's leadership qualities are essential for Team USA. As a veteran player, she has a strong presence and can serve as a mentor to younger teammates. Her leadership extends beyond her on-court performance. She also helps to build team chemistry and motivate her teammates. Her ability to inspire and lead by example can have a positive impact on the team's morale and overall performance. That's not all. Diana's reputation and status in the basketball world bring attention and respect to Team USA. Her presence on the team can enhance its visibility and attract more fans and media coverage. As one of the most recognized and respected players in women's basketball, Diana's involvement in the Olympics can help promote the sport and increase interest in women's basketball globally. If Diana cannot recover in time, another player might take her place on the team. After analyzing the other WNBA basketball players' strengths, there is one player that is being considered for the role of replacing Diana. This player is Caitlin Clark. Caitlin is a very talented and young basketball player. Many people were surprised when she was not chosen for the team initially. But now, because of Diana's injuries, there is a chance for Caitlin to join Team USA and play in the Olympics. Caitlin is known for her amazing skills and could be a great addition to the team if Diana cannot play. But why exactly was Caitlin chosen? And is she willing to actually replace Diana? Let's find out. For most people, it was a no-brainer that Caitlin would be chosen to be on Team USA, even without Diana's injury. Caitlin began playing basketball at a young age and quickly stood out due to her exceptional skills and dedication. Her high school career at Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines was the beginning of her ascent in the sport. During her time there, she achieved numerous accolades, including being named the Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year multiple times. In 2020, Caitlin started her college basketball career at the University of Iowa. Her impact was immediate. She quickly became known for her scoring ability, versatility, and leadership on the court. In her freshman year, she averaged 26.6 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and 7.1 assists. Her impressive performance earned her several honors, including being named to the All-Big Ten First Team and the Associated Press All-American Second Team. Clark's sophomore year continued to showcase her talent. In the 2021 to 2022 season, she averaged 27.0 points, 8.0 rebounds, and 8.0 assists per game. Her exceptional play helped lead Iowa to the NCAA tournament, where they made a significant run. Caitlin's performances in high-pressure games demonstrated her ability to excel in important moments. This only helped to further establish her reputation as one of the top players in women's college basketball. That's not all. Her success in college basketball did not go unnoticed. Caitlin's impressive statistics and performances caught the attention of the USA Basketball Selection Committee. Her scoring ability, court vision, and leadership qualities made her a prime candidate for national team consideration. In 2022, Caitlin was selected to represent the United States in international competitions. She joined the USA Women's National Basketball Team and participated in various tournaments, showcasing her skills on a global stage. Her contributions were huge as she helped the team achieve success in various events and further solidified her position as a top player. Now let's move on to why, despite being a rookie, she is still a strong candidate for Team USA in the Paris Olympics. Caitlin's three-point shooting, court vision, and competitive spirit are integral parts of her success as a basketball player. Her ability to make shots from long distances has made her a formidable offensive threat, while her exceptional court vision has allowed her to be a playmaker and create opportunities for her teammates. Her competitive nature drives her to perform at the highest level and to continually improve her game. These qualities have been evident throughout her career, from her high school days to her time at the University of Iowa, and they have established her as one of the top players in women's basketball. The Paris Olympics, scheduled for 2024, presents an opportunity for Caitlin to show her talents on the world stage. Her previous experiences with the national team and her outstanding college career position her as a leading candidate to be a key player for Team USA. Her ability to contribute in various aspects of the game, including scoring, playmaking, and defense, will be important for the team's success in the Olympics. Caitlin's readiness and hunger for Olympic gold makes a strong case for her to take the mantle from Diana. We know that Caitlin would do great at the Olympics, but will she take the chance if offered? Now, many fans are highly skeptical that the 22-year-old will accept the offer. One reason Caitlin might refuse to replace Diana is out of respect for Diana's incredible career and contributions to the sport. Diana has been a cornerstone of Team USA for many years, and her impact on the game is undeniable. Clark, being a rising star, might feel that replacing such a legendary player could be seen as diminishing Diana's achievements rather than honoring them. Clark's refusal might stem from a desire to show respect and acknowledge the legacy of a player who has paved the way for future generations. Another reason could be related to team dynamics and chemistry. In a high-stakes environment like the Olympics, the team's cohesion and the relationships between players are very important. Diana's experience and leadership are vital for maintaining team unity and guiding younger players. Caitlin, while talented, might recognize that her inclusion in place of Diana could disrupt the established team dynamics. By refusing to replace Diana, Clark might be aiming to preserve the harmony and effectiveness of the team, understanding that the balance between veteran players and newcomers is essential for success. Things don't end there. Many fans think that Caitlin's refusal could also be a matter of personal and professional integrity. Clark may believe that the best way to contribute to Team USA is to earn her place based on merit, rather than stepping into a role that was previously held by someone else. This approach reflects a commitment to fairness and a recognition of the hard work and achievements of those who have come before her. Clark's desire to prove herself on her own terms and to earn her spot on the team through her performance, rather than through replacing another player, could be a significant factor in her decision. Clark's refusal might also be influenced by her current situation and future goals.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch.
Caitlin Clark has been a sensation since she joined the Indiana Fever. But while she may be loved by the public, the same cannot be said within the WNBA. Some players have opened up about who Caitlin really is and urged the public not to be fooled by her. Besides people hailing her as a game changer, many believe she is overly sensitive and not yet ready for professional basketball. Some players even think her popularity is overshadowing others who are also contributing to winning games. But what is it about her that has been fooling the public? Is there more to her that the WNBA has discovered? Join us as we look into why the WNBA has opened up about her and asked everyone not to be fooled by her. For 22-year-old Caitlin Clark, who has quickly become a favorite of many viewers, it's clear that hard work got her this far. However, there are dissenting opinions in the WNBA and claims of dislike toward the Indiana Fever rookie. Caitlin Clark was drafted to the Indiana Fever earlier this year, fresh off 2 record-breaking games and wearing a Prada skirt suit. This received many positive comments, with many hailing her as an NCAA superstar and a game-changer for women's professional basketball. But her first month in the WNBA was rocky because the Fever didn't win many games she played with the team, and it seemed like she was going through some growing pains. A debate grew when Basketball Hall of Famer Charles Barkley claimed that other WNBA players were petty about Caitlin Clark's stardom.
Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes.
How has Caitlin Clark's WNBA experience been so far? And how did she spark these reactions? The best part is yet to come. Stay tuned. Things looked particularly bleak when she scored a season low of 3 points in a game against the New York Liberty. A flagrant foul from the Chicago Sky's Chennedy Carter recently fueled long simmering rumors that Clark isn't getting a warm welcome from her new colleagues. Some say older WNBA players are jealous of how much credit she's being given for the league's newfound attention. Others think this is typical treatment for a rookie with a big reputation, and Clark has been compared to a number of NBA players, including Michael Jordan and LeBron James, whose hyped-up entries into the league were swiftly checked by their fellow players. The official line from most has been that the WNBA is happy to have Clark on board, and that a rising tide lifts all boats. So, are any of these rumors true? Here's what we know. A handful of WNBA greats seem to have a chilly attitude toward Clark. Even before she went pro, some senior WNBA players, including some no longer in the league, made public comments that were interpreted as antagonistic toward Clark. In early April, after Clark broke 2 NCAA scoring records, New York Liberty power forward Breanna Stewart told a reporter she didn't think the then Iowa star could be considered one of women's college basketball's greats because she hadn't won her team a championship. Around the same time, college basketball legend Lynette Woodard suggested during a coaches' convention that Clark hadn't broken her scoring record because they weren't playing under the same rules. Another former player, Cheryl Swoops, attempted to undercut one of Clark's accomplishments, incorrectly claiming that her scoring record wasn't valid because she had been playing for more than 4 years.
You asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it.
Okay.
So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record.
Phoenix Mercury guard Diana Taurasi made a comment seen as shade when she was asked about the up-and-coming crop of college superstars, which included both Clark and Angel Reese, during an ESPN interview ahead of the 2024 draft. Taurasi said, "Reality is coming," referring to her future colleagues' entry into the big leagues. She pointed out that you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come play with some grown women who have been playing professional basketball for a long time. She mentioned a transition period during which rookies would have to give themselves grace. Later, responding to the controversy her statement stirred up, Taurasi called fans really sensitive. And then there's A'ja Wilson, the Las Vegas Aces star who was accused of being jealous of Clark after tweeting Psalm 37:7, referencing a biblical verse about being patient while others succeed, amid news that Clark was about to sign a record-breaking sneaker deal with Nike. Wilson, who is also signed to Nike and ended up releasing her own sneaker less than a month later, responded to the rumors with another tweet, saying no one is jealous and that the league is hard, so thriving and staying in it consistently is huge. Angel Reese, one of the players, took a subtle shot at Clark in a since-deleted post on social media, while another player, Aja Wilson, said race was a huge factor in her popularity, implying that everyone likes her because of her race. Wilson added more comments that led people to believe Caitlin is not well liked in the WNBA. She mentioned that you can be top-notch as a black woman, but maybe that's something people don't want to see. According to Wilson, people don't see black athletes as marketable, so even if she worked hard as a black woman, she's constantly overlooked. This reinforces her belief that it's about race, and she said, "It boils her blood just thinking about it." A lot of Clark's on-court success has been hindered by relentless defense against her. Sports commentators say this is typical for a major talent with a lot of attention stepping into the league for the first time. The words target and everyone's coming for her have been thrown around a lot. The New York Post called a painful-looking screen from Stewart the rookie's latest welcome to WNBA moment, suggesting the rough treatment Clark is getting is normal. Opposing teams seem so fixated on keeping her at bay that one player recently ran over to guard her, not realizing she had a second free throw to take before they could resume. Tensions heightened when the Fever played the Chicago Sky, a team that includes Reese, Clark's fellow star rookie. During the game, which was the Fever's first home win, the Sky's Chennedy Carter hip-checked Clark during an inbound play, prompting outrage from fans who saw it as a cheap shot. Some reports claim Carter called Clark with a foul term just before checking her, while others insisted Clark actually elbowed Carter earlier in the game. Even Clark admitted she was frustrated, saying in a post-game interview that Carter's check was not a basketball play, but that's what basketball is about at this level. Carter declined to answer questions about Clark in a post-game presser, but on Threads, she wrote of the rookie, "Beside three-point shooting, what does she bring to the table, man?" with a laugh-crying emoji. She also reposted a fan video accusing Clark of flopping or deliberately falling to make the incident look more dramatic than it was. Fever coach Christy Sides told reporters after Saturday's game that she has been sending plays where she believes Caitlin Clark was treated unfairly to the WNBA for review. She said, "It is tough for Clark to keep getting hammered and not get rewarded with free throws or foul calls." She followed up by tagging the WNBA on Twitter, saying this is unacceptable and asking when the consistent complaints will be heard. The Fever's general manager, Lynn Dunn, also took to Twitter asking the league to clean up the crap. On Sunday, the league upgraded Carter's foul to a flagrant 1 violation, but did not fine or suspend her. This seems like hating on Caitlin Clark. Face guarding, extremely aggressive play, and the occasional hard foul can be described as competitiveness. The players going out of their way to call her names and body check her to the floor without the ball is definitely hating. These and many other occurrences have generated controversies and reactions from sports fans worldwide. Some, like Sue Bird, believe there is no hate toward Caitlin Clark. Bird said the alleged hate against Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark is just trash talk that's been misinterpreted. She thinks most WNBA players see it as competition, not personal hate. Bird mentioned that Caitlin will be remembered as a pivotal player who made a change, comparing it to when LeBron James entered the league without diminishing Michael Jordan's legacy. Bird believes the competitive talk has been mistaken for hate, and no player truly dislikes Caitlin. She said these when she was speaking during an appearance on The Good Game with Sarah Spain podcast. Becky Hammon, the head coach, also commented on the situation. She said she loves Caitlin Clark and watches her whenever possible. Hammon emphasized that the league supports Clark and that they will focus on their own game regardless of the opponents. She urged people to stop spreading the narrative of everyone hating on Caitlin Clark and to ignore any racial undertones. Hammon acknowledged that Clark is a 22-year-old rookie under a lot of pressure and suggested people ease up on the criticism. After Hammon spoke, Wilson had another perspective on the matter. Wilson, who had earlier been criticized for passing hate comments about Caitlin, said that Caitlin is learning and growing like everyone else. People don't give her a chance, as noted by her teammates. They remind rookies every day that they are entering a new world and starting over. The questions can be annoying because Caitlin is young and new to the league, not a seasoned veteran. They believe Clark is just doing her job, and everyone will improve by focusing on their performance. The conversation about her has become exhausting, and it's clear Clark must feel the same way. Clark herself has avoided making accusations. After a recent game against the Sparks, she mentioned that everyone plays physically with her, and she sometimes feels that certain actions are overlooked. She acknowledged that professional basketball is very physical and emphasized that her job is to continue showing up and helping her team improve as they fight for their first win. When asked about the attention she's received compared to veteran players, Clark said she doesn't follow social media or the narratives. She focuses on her job, which is to compete and play basketball. She believes that more attention on every team can help her get better. NBA star LeBron James, who tweeted in April that those who don't support Caitlin Clark's game are just a flat-out haters, recently discussed Clark's situation in the WNBA on his podcast, Mind the Game. His co-host, former NBA player JJ Redick, noted there is definitely some dislike or vitriol from older players towards Clark, adding that this kind of reaction is something they all faced when they first joined the NBA. James, who was also a highly anticipated draft pick and received a major Nike endorsement before playing a game, said he's rooting for Clark because he's been in her position. He highlighted that Clark's impact is contributing to the WNBA's progress, including the league's new private travel program launched in 2023. James and Redick aren't the only NBA players defending Clark. During a TNT segment, Charles Barkley echoed James's comments, particularly about how WNBA players travel. Barkley told WNBA players they should be thanking Clark for bringing private charters, money, and visibility to the league. He advised them to stop being petty and appreciate the boost Clark has given the WNBA. In the background, Draymond Green can be heard muttering that this will likely make people hate Clark even more. Even with the tension towards Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, players didn't appreciate being called petty. Barkley's comments didn't sit well with many. LA Sparks player Derica Hamby retweeted Barkley's rant with a dismissive tone, asking what she was really talking about. Former LA Sparks team member Chini Ogwumike pointed out that every WNBA player she knows supports the rookie class and is thankful for the spotlight and revenue Caitlin Clark and others bring. She added that chartered flights were introduced last year due to safety concerns and increased revenue. New York Liberty player Jonquel Jones expressed interest in knowing who the women supposedly hating on Clark are. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark's fellow rookie, made a notable mention of Charles Barkley's comments after celebrating the Chicago Sky's victory over the Liberty. On Twitter, Reese emphasized that the win was a result of the entire team's efforts rather than just one standout player benefiting from a charter flight. This post was quickly deleted, and many interpreted it as a subtle jab at Clark. However, Reese's mother, who also has a background in college basketball, later clarified that the message was intended to address media narratives, not to target Clark directly. Robert Griffin also weighed in on the situation, noting that while he typically avoids discussing officiating, the treatment Clark received went beyond ordinary basketball contact. Griffin argued that the physicality she encountered, although sometimes subtle, met the criteria for a flagrant foul due to its severity and intent. In addition to these reactions, the incident has sparked conversations about the standards of physical play in the WNBA and how new players are treated compared to veterans. Another foul incident with Chennedy Carter sparked a further intense debate about Caitlin Clark's treatment in the WNBA. Analysts like former NBA player Matt Barnes have criticized Clark's teammates for not supporting her during rough play. On All the Smoke, Barnes mentioned seeing teammates smirk or half-heartedly help Clark after she was knocked down, questioning why the team is at the bottom of the league and urging them to improve. ESPN's First Take spent much of Monday discussing Clark's situation, with Monica McNutt arguing against general statements about the league's feelings toward her. The discussion escalated into a debate about ESPN's coverage of women's sports, with McNutt telling Stephen A. Smith that he could have been covering it years ago. ESPN host Pat McAfee sparked controversy when he used derogatory language to refer to Caitlin Clark, framing her as the sole standout in the WNBA. His comments drew criticism for being insensitive and offensive. McAfee quickly issued an apology, acknowledging that his choice of words was inappropriate. Robert Little from BSO pointed out a recurring issue with ESPN's coverage of the WNBA, suggesting that the network often provides superficial analysis and fails to look deeply into the complexities of the league. In a separate press conference, Angel Reese addressed the notion that Clark alone is driving interest in women's basketball. Reese contended that the sport's rising visibility is the result of contributions from several players, including herself, and not just one individual. She emphasized that the physical play Clark has encountered is a standard aspect of the WNBA because of the league's competitive nature. Do you think Caitlin Clark is really disliked in the WNBA? What's your take on her performance with the Indiana Fever so far? Share your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out the next video on your screen. You'll enjoy it.